6, the new poll that shows a City Hall outsider with a growing chance to become Portland's next mayor.
In these kinds of elections, you don't have to run to win. You need to run to get a lot of seconds and thirds.
Also, a warning from police for dog owners who use an app to hire pet sitters.
And it's scary because you don't want to leave them with just anybody. It's like your kid.
Plus, preparing to drop, cover, and hold on for the world's largest earthquake drill.
The big one could happen anytime. Could be today, could be tomorrow.
And the push to the playoffs heating up in high school football. Orlando has the big reveal of your Friday night football game of the week.
Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko.
And I'm Christine Pitawanich. Just 20 days to go, if you can believe it or not, until Election Day. And today, voters across Oregon began receiving their ballots. At the same time, new polling shows a twist in Portland's race for mayor.
Now, on the heels of last night's debate hosted by KGW and the Oregonian, a poll released this morning shows a formerly little-known candidate in what appears to be the best position in the race. A quick caveat here, that poll still shows a lot of undecided voters. Libby Dowsett has the details. You're looking at 5 of the top candidates on a very crowded debate floor tonight. One of who will likely be
Tuesday night's debate, hosted by KGW and the Oregonian, covered all the hot topics. And according to the Oregonian OregonLive.com poll released Wednesday, trucking company CEO Keith Wilson is now best positioned to win the race. Take a look at the poll that shows how this plays in ranked choice voting. In the first round, Renee Gonzalez is out in front, but by the end of round 4, Keith Wilson is ahead, 53% to 47%. Commissioner Carmen Rubio is in third in the polling. The poll was done just like the election will be, with respondents ranking their top choices. Political commentators say they expected the unexpected come November.
In these kinds of elections, you don't have to run to win. You need to run to get a lot of seconds and thirds, and that's exactly what the polling shows right now.
Pacific University professor Dr. Jim Moore said endorsements don't matter much with this system.
The one who's ahead right now is the one who's kind of the least known in political circles, but he has been campaigning really, really hard, and that appears to have made the difference.
Moore says one of the big issues is 1/3 of voters appear to be undecided in how they'll vote in the race.
I don't have a choice yet, and I'm just kind of in the process of making my decision.
I think this is the time to really start delving into it, maybe more than I have before in the past.
Yeah.
Political pundits say this poll doesn't mean Wilson has the win. They say this race is wide open.
They only talked to 300 people. The margin of error is almost 12%, 5.7% up and down. That's a big, big window. That's exciting in Portland. It's rare for a mayor's race, even an open seat. And so voters should relish it. Portland being weird.
So if you missed the debate and are still trying to figure out who you want to vote for, you can watch the debate that aired right here on KGW News on our KGW Plus app. It's all free. You just go and download the app, go to your Roku, Fire TV, or Amazon, search for KGW Plus, and then hit install, and you're all set. You can stream the debate on your own time leading up to the big election on November 5th. And that's all there is to it. Easy. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Libby. Hearing that last night helped you make up some of your minds as well. Let's get to your headlines now. Search crews have now found the wreckage of a Navy jet that crashed near Mount Rainier, though there is no word on the condition of the crew. The electronic warfare jet, an EA-18G Growler, took off with a crew of 2 on board from Naval Air Station Whidbey Island north of Seattle for a training flight yesterday afternoon and crashed around 3:30. Officials say the wreckage was spotted on the mountainside about 30 miles west of Yakima. Navy personnel are now headed to that area.
Multnomah County's new deflection center has been up and running for 2 days now, and it's already getting complaints. The center, located on Portland's central east side, is meant to be a place law enforcement can drop people off who are caught with hard drugs and get them connected to treatment. The county has held meetings with some people living near the deflection center, but they say no change came from those meetings.
Opening the center is not the end of the controversy here. I think it's the beginning of the rest of the nightmare.
So we're getting constant feedback from every property owner around here. And it's not that they don't want it here, they just don't know. It's fuzzy. It's been fuzzy from day one.
So we just heard from a spokesperson for Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega-Peterson, who says the county is taking every possible measure to keep the Buckman neighborhood safe, with security patrolling 24/7. They said the county is also working toward a good neighbor agreement. We'll have more details coming up at 6:30 on The Story.
The city of Portland says it is looking for a buyer for Union Station. It has maintained and operated the station since 1987, though for the last decade has looked at selling. Amtrak was a potential buyer until recently when the company backed out. Prosper Portland says the building needs around $250 million in repairs and upgrades.
There's long been a recognition that the Economic Development Agency is not the best entity to own a rail facility, especially one that's absolutely critical to this particular part of the United States. So it has long been envisioned that some more transportation-focused entity, an organization with a transportation mission, would own the facility long term.
The city says it has the funds to maintain and operate the building until it finds a new buyer.
Dozens of faculty members at Portland State University are being told they could lose their jobs. OPB reports nearly 100 non-tenured track faculty got 60-day layoff notices yesterday. A union representing professors at PSU said dozens more notices could be coming over the next couple months. University leaders say the layoffs are part of a, quote, difficult set of trade-offs as it faces declining enrollment and an $18 million deficit. Matt?
All right, Christine, thank you very much. You know what? We have had a deficit of snow so far this fall, but that is changing now. Take a look at Timberline. There is snow on the ground. There's still a little bit of snow in the air, and it's 33 degrees. It will get even colder overnight, and there should be a couple of inches at Timberline and possibly a skiff or dusting at the passes by morning as the snow level drops all the way down to 4,000 feet. You can see that's the only area on the map right now that is showing anything on radar. The valleys have been dry for several hours. Got some nice clearing going on out there. But there are several lines of showers offshore. Those will be moving onshore later on tonight. So I think by 11 o'clock midnight, we'll probably get some rain moving through the valley, and that's how it'll be through the day tomorrow, too. So scattered showers. It will be cool overnight. Lows dropping into the 40s now. Showers, sunbreaks, isolated thunderstorms possible tomorrow, which means you could get a downpour, some small hail, that kind of a thing. But those will be mainly at the coast. And the weekend will begin dry and warm. But it doesn't end that way. We'll talk about that in a bit, guys.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Now at 6, the search is on for a person investigators say ripped people off at a Vancouver apartment complex by disguising themselves as a dog sitter.
Celine Stevens is in the newsroom. Celine, walk us through how this went down here.
David, Christine, right. So it's an odd situation. This suspect was actually hired by a resident at the building as a dog sitter through the app Rover. But then Vancouver police say the suspect accessed a secure area of the complex, stole building property, and then got away.
I think that's just kind of the world we live in today. People can't really be trusted, especially just like random strangers.
An app for pet care, potentially used as a way to gain access to an apartment complex and steal.
It seems like a good app, but then hearing about the incident, It's kind of scary.
According to Vancouver police, the theft was caught on camera. Vancouver police clarified that the property management company was the victim of the theft and not the resident who hired the sitter. Still, dog owners and sitters I spoke with tell me this makes them more concerned about using the app.
It makes me give it a second thought for sure.
And it's scary because you don't want to leave them with just anybody. It's like your kid.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't use it.
In a statement, Rover said that safety is a top priority for them and the account has been suspended. Rover also tells me that background checks are required for all sitters joining the app, and meet and greets with potential sitters are highly encouraged before booking. Still, skepticism is high.
Even if you do have a meet and greet, that doesn't guarantee anything. People can always have, harmful thoughts to you and your animals, especially when it comes to your animals being home in that. You know, what if he would have done something else to injure the animal?
Other dog owners like Tanya Hawks just downloaded the app, but she's now hesitant to use it unless it's someone she already knows.
I want to know that if I leave my dog, she's going to be safe. They're going to treat her like I would.
Rover also says that in the Portland metro area, 480,000 services have been booked through the platform, and of those reviews, over 98% got a 5-star rating. Lauren Ramos is a dog sitter, and she says that having that in-person connection before letting someone into your home is what she tries to do and believes might be the safer option.
I mean, if you feel comfortable using Rover and you've had good experiences, then that's fine. But I know that there's a group of people that I've built a small client base who, you know, want that person-to-person and that guarantee of.
So even though this theft happened at the end of September, police are still looking for the suspect and ask if anyone has seen him to contact the Vancouver Police Department. David?
Yeah, it just takes one person to ruin it for everybody, doesn't it? Thank you, Celine. Straight ahead on KGW News at 6, what to do when the ground starts shaking.
Right, so the worldwide drill happening tomorrow that can help you get ready for an earthquake.